So we're going to walk up to the Tonquin Valley today, and before we head up there, I'd just like to let's think about some extreme sports. So like mountain climbing or hang gliding or rock climbing. Does anybody like to do any of those sports?
Some of them, yeah.
And what is it you like about them?
It lets you get out by yourself and be with kind of in the mountains without a lot of other humans around.
Okay, well, you know, and that works with caribou, because caribou don't really like to be where other things are either. So caribou are kind of extreme in that way. So mountain caribou live in extreme places, and they eat extreme food, but unfortunately they're in extreme demise. But first, caribou like to eat extreme food. So an extreme food that they eat is lichen. Now lichen is so I have some pictures of lichen here. And this is lichen from an old growth forest. And lichen is a symbiotic relationship between fungus and algae. And it's an extreme food because that would be like you or us eating lettuce and mushrooms as our diet. What do you think about that?
Not much. Not much protein, not many calories in it.
No. But it could also be like a bodybuilder or an ice climber eating cricket powder, which is a bit extreme these days, but the new fashion. So that's the extreme food that caribou eat. But they also live in extreme places. And so they live on high mountain ridges, and they live in peat bogs, which are really wet and soggy and have scrubby black spruce in them. And so that's maybe if you're a hang glider, you might like to live on a high mountain ridge as an extreme sport.
Yes.
They also like to live there because it keeps them away from their predators. And so wolves and their prey, moose, don't live in peat bogs or on high mountain ridges. They live in river valleys like here we have here. And so they eat extreme food, they live in extreme places, but they're also in extreme demise. And so does anybody have any change in their pockets?
Yes, we have some change. And strangely enough, there's a caribou on the quarter.
Yes, so yes, Canadians like caribou, and they are on the quarter.
2006, 2000 and...
What years do you have on your quarters?
Yeah, 2006, 17, no, 2016.
Mine's 2016.
Okay, and I have a 1990 quarter and a 2006 quarter. So in the 1990s, in Jasper National Park, there was about 300 caribou that lived in the national park.
Did they all look like this?
Well, they were a little larger, but this is a male. It's got big antlers and it's got a fuzzy neck.
Fuzzy chest, yeah.
Yeah, and big feet. Caribou always have big feet.
Ah, yes.
And so, but in 2006, their numbers had gone down to about 100, and then in 2016, there are only about 30 left in the Jasper National Park.
Wow.
So they are not doing very well. However, people are going to extreme ways to recover caribou. So they're captive breeding them, and they're reintroducing them to habitats that have good forest and peat bogs where there's intact forest for them to live. And so there is hope for the caribou.
Very good.
Yeah. So just to wrap up, caribou live in they eat extreme food like lichen, and we'll look for some on our hike today. They live in extreme places on the high mountain ridges, and they also are in extreme demise, but there is hope for them. So let's look for some lichen and some caribou habitat as we go up our trail today.
All right.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
There's a caribou back.
Thank you.